Okay, guys, we are back again with right now our intention is to discuss the history questions, right? So you see that quite a number of questions were asked on history, okay? So lot of Karnataka history questions were not asked, but a decent amount, and you can see that division, that overall fair distribution between all of the different segments of history. So we will right now quickly see what are the questions, what are the answers, what are the questions, what are the answers, why each of the statement is correct, why each of the statement is wrong. Okay. So before we go to this, I would like to make a small correction in geography. So it was about that depositional landforms and erosional landforms where you had that yardangs, that question. Okay, so the answer for that was none of the above. Okay, so that answer will be 4, right? So there was a small glitch, technical glitch. So that depositional erosional was overlooked by the content team. Anyways, this is the correction I'm making right now. Okay, anyways, we will start this particular session now. Okay. So the first question in history, that is our very first question. Okay, it is about Madam Bikaji Kama. So here we say that she is known as the mother of Indian Revolution. This particular statement is correct. In 1907, she addressed the delegates at the International Women's Congress and unfolded the Indian tricolor flag and Vande Mataram written in the middle. Okay, so this is also correct. Okay, she founded the London Indian Society in 1905. Okay, so it was not her who founded this particular society, it was Shyamji Krishna. Okay, Shyamji Krishna Verma. Okay, so he is the person who found this particular thing. So you see that the third statement is wrong. Okay, first and second is correct. So the answer for this is B. Only 2 statements are correct. Okay. Next, we are talking about Minto-Morley reforms here in 1909, which resulted in, right? So Minto-Morley reforms, you all know, okay? So this particular reforms, it established self-government in future. Okay, it's a very generic statement. In future, they are giving. So we would most likely consider this as this particular statement as correct, right? It increased the number of seats in provincial and imperial council. Yes, this is also correct. Okay, we see that in the central it was increased from 16 to 60. Okay, in the state also there was some increase. Okay, about 30 to 50 and all of this. Okay, so anyways, what is important here is that there was an increase in the provincial and imperial council. Third one, it introduced separate electorate. Okay, Muslims got separate electorate by Minto-Morley reforms. So this also is correct. One Indian in Viceroy's Executive Council was appointed. This is also correct. Okay, who is that one Indian? It was Satyendra Sinha. Okay, so Legislative Council in 1861 only they were there, but in Executive Council, okay, we see that Satyendra Sinha, he is the first person to ever be elected. So what is the answer? Answer is all 4 statements are correct. Okay. Next, Lahore resolution, okay, which is incorrect they are asking. Okay, which is incorrect. So it was adopted by All India Muslim League, 100% correct. Okay, March 1940, 100% correct. March 1940s, All India Muslim League, they passed Lahore resolution. It was very famous because for the first time, this word Pakistan was created, which was an acronym. Okay, wherein different places, all these places together, it became something called as Pakistan, this particular word. Okay, so the second statement is also correct. The resolution does not include the word Pakistan anywhere. This is the statement which is wrong. Okay, so answer is C. Right? Next, we are talking about this particular question about Meena Bazaar. Okay, so Humayun was the first Mughal emperor to introduce it. Okay, this particular statement, this is correct. Okay, and next one we see that it invariably followed Nowruz celebration. This is also correct. Okay, Akbar exalted such days as festival as Kuz Roos. Okay, so this is also correct. Shah Jahan arranged bazaar of every occasion, of every festival. This statement is also correct. So the answer will be all of the above. Okay, answer is D. Next one, with relation to Shivaji, okay, which of the particular statements is correct? Okay, Dadaji Kondadev was the guardian of Shivaji. If you have read about Shivaji, this is a very particular prominent name which you will hear. Okay, so the first statement, this is correct. Okay, next one, we see that Shivaji, he conquered Javli in 1656. Okay, one of Shivaji's very important conquests. So second statement is correct. Third one, Shivaji conquered Javli from Maloji Bhosle. Okay, this is whom was he fighting against? Okay, so it was not Maloji Bhosle, it was Chandra Rao More. Okay, Chandra Rao More. So this was the name of the person he was fighting against. Shivaji was the only son. Okay, wherever you have this word only, you can just eliminate. Okay, it was not the only son. There were two sons who were born to Shahuji, Shivaji and another person. Okay, so this will also go wrong. Answer is A. Okay, 1 and 2 is the answer. Next one, okay, is this question about Indian Statutory Commission. Okay, Indian Statutory Commission is nothing. Okay, it's just a name change. They are talking about Simon Commission here. Okay, so the commission was appointed in 1927. We all know Simon Commission was appointed in 1927 only. No brainer. Okay, to review Government of India Act 1919 and propose constitutional reforms for India. First one 100% correct. Okay, so first statement is correct. Next one, commission included only one Indian member, which sparked widespread protests against the country. No, this is wrong. Why is it wrong? Simon Commission had no Indian member. It was an all-white body, right? So this particular statement will go wrong. Okay, if B goes wrong, what are the options we can eliminate? This goes away, this goes away. First one is correct, so A is there. So we have already got the answer. So C should be correct. Okay, the outcome of the commission and roundtable conference was the Government of India Act 1935. Yes, 1927 Simon Commission came. Okay, but it was boycotted to a very big extent. Then there was this concept of roundtable conferences. First roundtable conference, second roundtable conference, third roundtable conference, plus Simon Commission, all their reports were clubbed, and then Government of India Act 1935 finally came into the picture. Okay, so this particular thing is also correct. Government of India Act 1935 introduced diarchy, that is correct. In the provinces, this is wrong. Okay, it is not in the provinces. It is in the center diarchy was introduced. Okay, in provinces what was introduced? Provincial autonomy. That is, the states could do whatever they wanted, right? Now they are asking which of the statements are incorrect, right? So which are the statements which are incorrect? It is B is there, okay? And later you also have D. So B and D, okay? So one second. Yeah, this particular thing, answer is B and D. This is little wrongly marked. Okay, answer is B and D. In the actual question paper, answer is B and D only. Okay, so answer is D for this. Next, the national movement in the princely state of Mysore has been divided under the following periods in a book called The Political Economy of Indirect Rule. Okay, so all these were three phases which was there. Who was the author of this particular book with this particular ideology? So this is what they have given. Okay, the answer for this is, okay, Bjorn Hetne. Okay, that is the name of this person who wrote this book, who had this ideology. Okay. Next, Nagar revolt. Okay, so Nagar revolt was due to the system of faulty renting of large tracts. Okay, so this particular practice, this particular line, who told they're telling? Okay, now this is a very big bouncer, right? Because we would have all read about Nagar revolt, this person conducted, what was the consequences, what happened and everything. But who would have thought that you actually have a statement which is like this, and that statement you have to by heart, and who said that particular statement? It's a little far-fetched, right? But anyways, KPSC being KPSC, anyways, let's look at the answer is C. Okay, Srinivas Murthy and T. Ramakrishna, right? So, answer is C. Next, to which sect Ajanta's most of the paintings belong to? Okay, see, Ajanta's most of the paintings, there were so many cave paintings. All of these caves were in this semicircular fashion, in which they depicted different, different lifetimes of Buddha. Okay, so in those lifetimes of Buddha, we see that they were mainly depictions of the Hinayana sect and the Mahayana sect. Okay, so answer for this is D. Okay. Next, consider the following statements about Raja Ram Mohan Roy. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he wrote Tufat ul Muwahidin in Persian, 100%. Now Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a polyglot. He knew most of the languages. He knew everything about everything. Okay, he was a master in all of the religion. He was a student of intercomparative religions. Okay, so this particular thing, first one, in Persian, he used to write a journal. So this is 100% correct. Okay, so first one. Next one, he upheld monotheism of Vedas. He upheld monotheism of Vedas. What was the name of the Samaj which was found by Raja Ram Mohan Roy? It was Brahmo Samaj. Have you ever thought that why is he naming something as Brahmo? Okay, it is nothing but it is a excerpt of Upanishad which is like this. Okay, so this excerpt of Upanishad, what does it tell? It says Brahma Satyam Jagat Mityam Jivo Brahmeva Naparaha. Meaning to say that Brahma is the only reality. There is only one God in Hinduism. The name is Brahman, right? So that is why he even names his own organization as Brahman. So that is why he upholds monotheism of Vedas. That is, there is only one God. In Vedas, what is told? Ekam Satvipra Bauddha Vedanti. Meaning to say there is only one God. But the way we see him is multiple, right? So this is correct. He founded the Servants of Indian Society. No, this is wrong. Why is this wrong? Because Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he is the person who did this. Next one, he supported the cause of freedom, liberty, democracy, nationalism. See, Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a very progressive person. Being a progressive person, will he be favorable to all of these principles? 100% he will be, right? So this is correct again. So A, B and D, this is the answer. Okay. They have asked which of them is correct only. So the answer is B, right? Next one. Who among the following women revolutionaries at the age of 15, okay, along with her associate, shot Pomila District Magistrate Stevens to death? Okay, here only we should have that particular answer should strike, right? In 1939, she was released in the amnesty treaty between government and Mahatma Gandhi. This is where this Beena Das and everything will not make sense. Why? Because after shooting, she went and shot herself also, right? Later, she was also participated in communist movement. She authored a book titled Arun Bani. So this is the giveaway over here. Okay, so Arun Bani. So answer is Shanti Ghosh. Okay. Anyways, next one. The town administration during the period of Satavahanas was in the hands of whom? Okay, it was Nigama Sabha. Okay, what was the answer? It was Nigama Sabha. So very important. Okay, during Shatavahanas, whom was it under? It was under Nigama Sabha. Okay, next. During the period of Cholas, the landlords established a local community association for agricultural activities. The name of the association is what? Okay, so the name of the association is Chitrameli. Okay, so the answer is C. Chitrameli. Okay. So this was, a very random question. You will not even get directly, but this is the answer. Okay, it was taken up from some old question paper. Okay. Next. In which Buddhist council were two groups of Buddhism, Mahayana and Hinayana, recognized? Okay, very easy question. Okay, any UPSC aspirant will be able to answer this in their sleep also. So it was the fourth Buddhist council. Okay, Kanishka had given patronage to this particular thing, where Buddhism, they divided into Hinayana and Mahayana. Okay, one being that the teachings of Buddha have to be followed exactly in letter, and the other one telling that in spirit, if we follow, it's enough. Okay, so answer is D. Okay, so this is the answer. Next. Consider the following statements regarding Ashoka's inscription. Okay, so the Rock Edict 3 refers to officers going on tour every 5 years to instruct people in Dhamma. See, generally in exam-like conditions, I can totally understand that maybe when you see this every 5 years, you might think that can't it be 10 years, can't it be 15 years? But very sadly so, this is correct. Okay, this 5 years thing is correct. Next one, Ruminde inscription mentions that village of Lumbini will get tax concession. It does mention that. Okay, Lumbini being the birthplace of Buddha and all, it did get tax concession. Rock Edict 11 refers to the gift of Dhamma being the best of all gifts. Okay, now exactly this particular statement, okay, we are not able to find on the internet, but what we could see that Rock Edict 11 talks a lot about Dhamma. So it can be generally inferred that the third statement is also correct. So answer is all of the above, right? Fine. So with this, we are done with the history portion of the questions. Okay, and we are also done with all of the majority of the questions in paper 1. We have covered everything, I hope. Okay, so with this, we are done with paper 1's discussion. Now I can totally understand some of you might be feeling dejected. Some of you might be feeling that what would be the cutoff for this. Okay, the cutoff prediction will come tomorrow morning. Okay, it will be given by Arjun sir. So we've had a little bit of discussion in the boardroom, wherein we have come up, we have collected so many sample size of so many students, and it's a very decent sample size in which we have seen that past so many people who had cleared, how much are they scoring right now? Okay, and seeing all of that, and the general difficulty of the question paper, how much in the exam like conditions, how much would one person be able to score? With all of this, okay, we are going to come up with a cutoff which will be surely very realistic. Okay, and what would be this cutoff? You have to hope that you are there, and you have to pray, and you have to wait a little bit, right? So right now what I want to tell is that right till now it's been a very heavy preparation. Okay, so I want you to rest for maybe 1 or 2 days, but then immediately just get back into the game. Start your mains preparation. We are always there to handhold you, and you've not written answers before, or you think your answers are not good enough. All of that is perfectly fine. Just start. See, I'll give you a small analogy. Okay, there is let's imagine that there are two mangoes on a tree. One of them was a little lower and one was very high. Now, the first mango, it kind of fell and it is in your hand. Next mango is a little more, it's on a higher branch. What have you got to lose? Okay, all you have to just throw the stone. If you get, you'll have two mangoes. If you don't get, all you would have lost is a stone, right? So this next 15 days, 20 days, you will be anticipating results. You will be in this cutoff, this discussion. I'm falling here, I'm falling there. I might make it, I might not make it. I will study once the result come and everything. But what's the harm in starting right now? That is my question, right? Maximum what will happen? 15 days you will study. You will lose nothing. But if in case, just in case, if you make it, then you will be at a disadvantage when it comes to that race for mains. Okay, so start early, start making mistakes, ask us for help. We are here. Okay, so I wish all of you the very, very best. Okay, start preparing for mains. And I hope to see you all in the future classes. Thank you. It's been a very busy day, so I'll hope all of you get a good night's sleep. कल बताया आपको, कल तो बताया